It's hump day on the Soul Sister channel. Let's get started by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, toxicity, and negativity from our emotional astral body. Third breath. On this third breath, we're releasing all disease, toxicity, and negativity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. And as we always do, we see all the light, all that nastiness and darkness leaving our bodies, and it's being replaced by this beautiful white light made up of light, love, and the will to good. This white light goes out then, and it creates this beautiful bubble around us of the white light, love, and the will to good, and it's deflecting all evil, low vibration, and negativity right back to its source. So what a great way to start the day today. What a great way to start every day, by becoming balanced and aligned. So today we have the moon is still in Scorpio. So if you were with me yesterday, I'm going to review a little bit of how that dynamic is going to look in the outer world today, especially when we're dealing with others who are not quite on the same path with us, not quite have the same perspective that we do. While it is an amazing day for group work today, yesterday we had the Venus in Aries sextiling Saturn in Aquarius. Today, the Sun in Aries sextiling Saturn in Aquarius joins up Venus. So now we have the double energy moving in Aquarius and Aries today. So it's a great energy for new, innovative, out of the box, unique ideas, pioneering ideas. That's that Aryan energy, that renewal energy. So you have that energy, and it's sextile. That's a 60-degree angle, and that is an angle, that energy is the energy of growth. The sextile is an energy of growth. It's a 60-degree angle in which the planets are relating to each other. So you have the Sun and the Venus over here, and they're 60 degrees away from Saturn in Aquarius. So we have this growth of these beautiful new ideas, innovative ideas, being able to see that. And we're going to see that through working with groups again today. It's our group work. We're taking what we learned working on our personal relationships, and now we're taking that and interjecting into our group work so that we can help support the group work in developing something, a new idea, a new process, a new project, a new foundation that is completely unique and new and better serves everyone. You know, so many of our traditional foundations are crumbling around us. I mean, we can sit there and be upset and cry in our soup, or we can say, wow, what a great opportunity to work together to create something new that's better than ever. So that's where we're at today. Now, as we are working with the relationships with others in a group, like I said, we have to remember that others aren't in the same space that we are. So when we're working together, others may see ideas being shared, or maybe some discussion or criticism, constructive criticism, of course. Can be seen as being like a personal attack. They feel threatened. So how they're going to deal with that is they're going to deal with it by irritating us. That Scorpion energy knows exactly where to go in each and every one of us to irritate us, to find what just pisses us off. I remember my son, he was in a class, and he is a Scorpion. He's got that Scorpion energy anyway. And the teacher had to call me because he would sit at his desk and he would just take his pen and just tap it on the desk continually. His teacher actually called me about it because it was her button and she couldn't take it. A kid tapping his pencil on the desk. Because that's what I'm talking about. Knowing right where to get you. Right where to get you where it just, you just want to get back and, So they're going to have that dynamic today. Going to have that dynamic today. So we have an opportunity of not falling into an emotional response. If it comes at us that way, we can be neutral, we can be objective, we can be tolerant. But we also have to remember that we may feel that same way too. Somebody might really kind of irritate us, and we might want to push their buttons too. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep to the higher road today. Okay, so lots of energy to work together. New, different, unique, out of the box. It's so exciting. And these ideas are going to help us create something that works best for all of us, that serves the whole. So whether it's a better way to set up the office, that everyone can feel a little bit more comfortable in their space, whether it is finding a group effort with our family, finding a group that we want to support and donate to, whether it's a new idea of doing our family budget. I mean, it's endless. The new ideas are endless. They're everywhere. All we got to do is get out there and grasp them and get out of our own way a lot of times so that we can grasp them. So that's what's going on today on Wednesday. Oh, I'm glad I looked at my notes. We talk about every once in a while the moon being void of course. That's when the moon has made its last aspect in a sign. So in this case, it's making its last aspect in Scorpio, because that's where it is. And then it kind of just moves along until it goes into Sagittarius, which it will tomorrow. But in this space, in between its last aspect in Scorpio and before it moves into the sign Sagittarius, it's kind of what we call dead space. So we don't want to sign any contracts or initiate anything new during this, what we call it is the void of course. So on today, Wednesday, March 31st, the moon is going to be void of course from 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time until 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So it probably won't affect most of us on the East Coast, but it could affect some of us going further towards the West Coast. So keep that in mind. If you don't have to initiate anything during this time of 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time until 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, please don't do it. If you do have to sign something, make sure that you know what you're signing and that it's what you think it is, and you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Okay, so that's the scoop for today, March 31st. What advice is for us today to help us not let those co-workers just irritate the heck out of us, or our kids? They can do that too, man. Our kids know exactly where to get us, don't they? Oh my gosh. Anyway, peaks of joy. Talisman. And strength. We had strength, I think, yesterday. So, the guides are saying the energy is here today for peaks of joy. Joy is attained when we are in line, we are aligned with our purpose and the plan. That's it, esoterically speaking. When we are aligned, when we are balanced, that is joy. Some of us are going to experience this today. because we are taking that part of ourselves, we are contributing to the group, and it's going to be very well received. So some of us are going to be behind a lot of new different ideas coming up today. And because of our brainstorming, because we have learned to be objective, we are going to experience the joy of, okay, recognition, because we participated and we contributed. And not only that, we helped create something. Wow, that is something to be joyful about. Talisman, don't forget that we have our higher self is always there. Our higher self is our talisman. It is our lucky charm, our higher self. If we're having any issues today, especially if people are trying to irritate us, or we feel like we want to irritate someone else, get that lucky charm. Today it might be those 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take that time out. And remember, you always can grab on to your higher self. All you got to do is ask. Higher self doesn't knock on the door. Hello, here I am, higher self. No, you must ask. Energy does not come in unless it's attracted. So remember that. That's a very important, you might want to think about. We might want to think about that today. You can't bring in energy that you're not attracting. So if you're attracting some nasty stuff, you might want to look at that, right? And strength. Again, today we're working with a group. We want to remember not to compromise our values, our ideals. We don't want to just throw that away just so we fit in and everything works well and everyone's happy, okay. We might need to compromise, of course, it's a group, but not our ideals and not our values. And it may take strength to stand up for that. We have to stand up for that, because there are those of us out there who are more than willing to manipulate and control us into what they want us to do and how they want us to fit into their story. So it does require strength to be true to self. But we do have the support of our lucky talisman, our higher selves. Make it a great day today. Don't let anyone get to us today. We're just gonna let them go. We're not gonna let them irritate us, even though we're not gonna have to call the mother because the kid is irritating me in the classroom. That is still hilarious. I was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do about it? It is funny. But make it a great day. Don't irritate anyone. Remember, everyone, life is lived from the inside out. Namaste.